kind of cut you usually do?
I usually get all of this done. I got some hamburgers back here. What do you recommend? Like,
I do think we should cut the top.
okay, yes sir.
As far as the sides, keep the hamburger hidden. I'd say taper probably.
Okay, that's fine. I'm with it.
All right,
That's
bet.
fine.
Alright YouTube, as you can see, my guy gave me complete creative control. He said he had the hamburgers in the back, so you know, we gotta take care of that. He said he usually gets a fade, but I wasn't really feeling a fade. I wasn't feeling that at all. So I was like, let's go ahead and cut this down and just rock out with a low taper. I didn't even think a high taper would look good on him. I could make it look good, but I didn't want to force it. I liked the way his C cups looked, even though they weren't completely full. I knew once I shaped it up, it was gonna be full. So we just gonna chop it down with a 2 with the grain. And I'm kind of avoiding his crown at first. I cut his son before this. Y'all gonna see that too. I'll put that clip in there. But if you look at his hairline, he has a severe cowlick right in the front and a slight widowspeak. So we're gonna take care of that. Now the reason I did a 2, he has a different hair texture. I knew if I did a 1 it would be too low. I was feeling it too. I was feeling it. I knew once we washed it, it was gonna come out perfect. So I'm gonna attack his crown right now. We're gonna recomb it out and then take it back down again. You gotta recomb it out just in case the curls were like clumped up or anything. So this is after I washed it. As you can see, it's nice and laid down. I'm gonna start the taper. We just gonna do kind of like a mid taper, very simple. And we're gonna keep the darkness around his C cups. That's really important with this cut. Even though he gave me complete control, we are gonna add enhancements to cover up that cowlick. I think a mid taper, I knew a mid taper would fit him best for sure. We're gonna smooth it down. No foam today either. You know, only in severe cases do I use foam. Like if I feel like the person really needs it. I like the way his hair laid right here. Like it still looks thick, but it's low enough for wavelength. You know what I'm saying? So I was feeling that. We're doing the same thing to this side, and then for the back, we're gonna take care of these hamburgers. Y'all heard him say it, the hamburgers. So we're just gonna bring up the taper a little higher to kind of disguise them. So y'all see how I'm keeping it like right below that? I didn't even go up above that because I'm not trying to make it look even more lighter in that area. So I just left it alone and I just dropped down and faded it under that. I'm gonna just smooth it down a little bit. And I'm still keeping it dark. So now we're gonna shape it up. I'm starting in the back. I'm bringing the nape line, making sure it's crispy. And with his texture, the trimmer does the work itself. You ain't gotta press hard. It's doing the work itself. You see it. It's doing the work itself. So And you want to make sure these lines are symmetrical, especially when it's coming around the ear. I like to, look at the back of his neck and just to make sure it's lined up. So I'm using my hairspray. I'm really feeling that hairspray. I forget what it's called, but I know it's a purple and pink bottle. It's definitely for women. I mean, most hairsprays for women. Who am I kidding? But that one is like definitely for women. But it's dope. It's light. It's not heavy. I hate clunky hairsprays that are too thick. So right here, you see I'm kind of like making that ghost line near the light part of the C cup. This side's a little bit stronger for the C cup. So after I hit the vertical bars, I usually do the lineup first. I decided I'm gonna do the C cup and the vertical bars first. I'm using my snaps and I'm gonna match up the vertical bar with the hairline. And we're gonna try and keep it as natural as possible. We ain't gonna push it up. For the cowlick, just make a ghost line, trust me. Make a ghost line and then enhance it. The worst thing you could do is like push it back unnecessarily, like super back, because then it's like, now it's gonna grow in weird, and the cowlick's gonna grow in starting with stubble. That's gonna look terrible. It's gonna be green. Terrible. I'm using my enhancements and we're gonna fill in those light spots near the C cup. Shout out to Tune45. My codes are all down below. Use it to buy this paint. It's waterproof. It lasts 2 to 3 days with proper care. You can shower with it, just don't scrub it, and you good. You good. And once again, Easy Blade, promo code's on the screen. I'm stretching the skin and I'm gonna use the razor on his head. I'm not gonna use it on the front line, but we gotta get all that stubble off of the C cup and the vertical bar. And my last final step is to just graze it, because since we left it at that 2, it's pretty thick, but in a good way. So we're gonna just trim it down just a little bit, those loose hairs, just to make it look more neat. So it's ready for the final showcase. This is his reaction. He was definitely pleased with it. This is how he came in. The cowlick was crazy though. My man had the hamburgers, and this is how he's leaving. Complete transformation. It's your boy 4. I'm out. Peace.